Well. What's good, the good people? We took a little few days hiatus, just to get my mind right. But like I said, we back to the reaction videos all 2025. So it looks like the video today that I stumbled across is the lost art of being a YouTuber. Ooh. You know what? Before I even watch this, I can semi-agree with that. I feel like more people are leaning towards streaming and TikTok, and you don't really see any big name YouTube. Like, you don't really see people really on YouTube like that, like as much as you did in the past. Where, not to say that you don't, and not to say that every day there isn't a new YouTuber, but I don't know. It just seems like there's a different shift in focus on the platforms that a lot of creators are starting to use nowadays, and YouTube is still being one of them. They're still the mega giants, but I feel like there's other things that people are prioritizing other than just being a YouTuber. But I don't know. We're about to take a look into this and see what's going on. Before we do, please hit that like button, that subscribe button, and we about to get into the reacting. Without further ado, let's get it.
I think YouTube is dying. I feel like we're in the worst state that YouTube has ever been in a very long time. As I look through YouTube, I sit here and scroll and scroll and scroll, and there is nothing to watch. There are a lot of videos, videos. You can refresh the page.
YouTube has an estimate of 800 million videos on the damn. So there are over 37 million YouTube channels. Nigga, that is a lot. You gotta think, there's about 300 million people in the United States, and 37 million of those people have YouTube channels. That is crazy. That is a lot. Even though it's not a lot on a grand scheme of like the rest of the world, that's a lot. And only a select few are like big known channels. Like, you got your top tiers like the Mr. Beast and all them, the Kai Cenats and all them, but out of 37 million, bro? Oh, damn.
As much as you want. You are going to get so many videos, but there is nothing to watch. I think the commentary-ification of YouTube is what's ruining the platform. I feel like this is the first time in history where everything else that is not a long video of just someone sitting down and talking with B-roll or just themselves on the camera, that's the only thing that seems to be getting pushed. And I don't think it's just my recommended. A lot of people have told me the same thing, that there's just nothing to watch. And there are a lot of channels that are good out there, but they're just not being shown to the world.
I mean, it just depends on what you're looking for. I mean, I think the algorithm is based off of, the things that you're interested in. Like for me, like I'm into basketball, I'm into music, so most of my YouTube, my YouTube algorithm is a lot of sports, a lot of music. I'll say there's some reaction channels on there because, I'll be tuning in, showing support to the community. But other than that, I think it's just based off of like just your personal taste and your interest. That's all the algorithm really is. It just caters to, what you're consuming on a day-to-day basis. So, I mean, I think whatever you're looking for to be entertained by, you do have to go out there and find it. But it's definitely a different time because I feel like back then you used to just stumble across things. Like, granted, if you were a fan of it or you weren't, like I'll come across somebody knitting a damn sweater, and it might be the most entertaining video of all time. But I'm not into knitting sweaters. I'm not into knitting. So it's just like, why am I watching this? Unless you're a fan, you subscribe, and I feel like that's how YouTube used to work. But nowadays it's basically off of your personal preference of what you're consuming on a day-to-day basis. The algorithm is going to cater to.
Art of being a YouTuber has been tainted over the years. The same way TikTok, Instagram, Vine, and really any other social media platform that started out is genuine. And don't get me wrong, there was always people trying to flex on like Instagram, but it was a little less about likes and putting on the best image of yourself and more of just a worldwide family album and think piece, you could say. But over time, I'd say around 2019, 2020, really stamped the loss of the art of being a YouTuber. A lot of people regard around these times and the years surrounding them the best piece peak content, where YouTube and the content on all social media platforms was the best and peak, which was also because most of the OG YouTubers were still uploading around this time and didn't just disappear off the internet. And Fortnite was good, but around this time, COVID was beginning to pick up, and we were months, if not weeks, away from quarantine. So it kind of marked the death of YouTubers. I feel like YouTubers were always exploiting the systems, but everybody really started to exploit the system around this time.
That is a fact. I mean, that's nothing but the truth. I mean, 100%. I mean, it feels like I said, like YouTube had its peak with like guys who were really prioritizing the platform during this certain time frame. 2019 was highlighted. Anything below 2019 is just like you can see it. Like, but nowadays it's like I do be seeing a lot of videos of people just talking down with a podcast. I'm not gonna lie, even though that's not what I'm. I will admit that the algorithm do be trying to slide in, you know, what they're trying to push essentially. But at the end of the day, I mean, it is an algorithm, but I think YouTube is different. It definitely is, and especially with these big name YouTubers, they're going into streaming. That's the main thing right now. Streaming is popping. Streaming is popping, bro. Like that is like what is hot at the moment. Streaming, TikTok is really like the most popping things right now. I never hear nobody say, "Hey, I want to be a YouTuber." It's either, "Hey, I want to be a streamer," or "I want to be a TikTok influencer," but not a YouTuber. It is kind of different. So
because since everybody was inside and was watching content because of quarantine, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram was incentivizing creators to not make quality content that resonated with the viewer and had a positive impact on them, but rather whatever got them to click on a video, and more importantly, after they clicked the video,
they had that in their guideline. What? Damn! I didn't.
They can watch said video. This is why in 2020 you couldn't scroll through TikTok without seeing one of those 2020 just got crazier videos.
2020 just got even crazier. If you haven't heard by now, the President Donald Trump just tested positive for the coronavirus. You know how The Simpsons predicted a lot of things like the coronavirus? And even Donald Trump getting elected? All of their predictions for 2020 have been correct, so what are they going to predict next?
You know, it make you feel uncomfortable, and you would feel like you had to watch it all the way to the end, because if you didn't, you might miss out on some valuable information about how the world might end. YouTube started doing the same thing. It started being flooded with those AI Mr. Beast style type of videos with the IRL cuts and drone shots every 5 seconds. Which that's also a perfect way to interject to my point on Mr. Beast. I feel like a lot of people blame him for YouTubers not being YouTubers anymore. They make it seem like he killed the art, which is false.
Now, Jack, a completely unrelated question. Do you like Mr. Beast? No. Do you think Mr. Beast ruined YouTube? Yes.
How can someone who's authentically themselves ruining something? I mean, the nigga got like 30 million subs or however many subs he got for a reason. I think that was just him being Mr. Beast. You know, now if all those millions of other YouTubers want to copy the formula, you know, that's on them. It's the people who don't want to authentically be themselves is what's ruining YouTube. It's people who's trying to go after what is hot. It's the same thing that we find in the music industry and anything that involves entertainment. It's monkey see, monkey do. So I can't sit here and say that Mr. Beast messed up YouTube. Like, no. You know, he made a living for himself. He built a following off of his hard work, dedication, whatever the case may be. And that's just what it is. He's one of the main pioneers of one of the big YouTubers in this space. I can't say he ruined YouTube. I think people not being themselves and not trying to find ways to be different is what's ruining YouTube, essentially. You know, everybody can't be Mr. Beast. Everybody can't be Kai Cenat. Everybody can't be, so you got to figure out your own lane. You got to figure out who you are and what you want to represent and what you want to use your voice to say. You know, and once people do that, I guarantee you, YouTube will be right where it needs to be.
Now, in all honesty, Jack, why? Because it became more about views, money, and popularity than it did about having fun. If he had fun doing those videos, they'd be longer.
Juggling multiple client sites? Supercharge your productivity.
Scared.
we'd see the fun.
I feel like Mr. Beast is not the cause, but rather the product of a system of greed that awards whatever garners attention. And he just figured out how to consistently do that at the most efficient way possible, and he's exploiting that.
I mean, when you really boil it down to the people who are watching, just think about it. Like, what do you think YouTube wants? Like, to me, I think YouTube just wants people to click on a video and watch it, right? I mean, that's how they get their ad revenue. That's how they keep, viewers happy and stuff like that. I mean, I'm sure comments, like, stuff like that. But at the end of the day, they want you to click, watch a video, and just do that as long as possible. So to me, what's important is click-through rate, getting people to click on your video, and then average view duration, average view percentage, or just relative retention, and having them watch it. If people are clicking your video more than they click other videos, and they're watching it longer than they watch other videos, I just, as simplistic as that is, that's like what YouTube wants.
The same as those who do 20v1s and freaky content farms. They are just trying to survive like the rest of us. And that just so happened to be the target audience that they chose to make content for.
And notice how there's like 50 billion 20v1 channels, all formatted the same exact way, in the same tonality, the same personality, the same people, the same, like, and that's where the art dies. When we treat it more like a business, which essentially it is, but at the beginning of the things that become businesses and that you make money off is the art. That's the center of it all, is the art. YouTube is an art. Music is an art. Whatever talent you have, even in sports, it's an art. But when you go out that realm just for the sake of money, that's where you run into these issues. Because at the end of the day, we fall in love with content creators, and we love what we love on YouTube, following influencers or YouTubers, whatever the case may be, for the simple fact that they offer something that's valuable for us. It might be informative, it might be entertainment, it could just be their authenticity, their personality. But if everybody else is doing that the same way, what would make me want to sit here and say, hey, I'd rather watch this person than the next person? It's offering the same thing. So we got to get back to the roots of just being authentic, be creative, be different, actually be you, because that's what separates yourself. And I feel like there's more longevity. You might not get there as quickly as other YouTubers who's just trying to, they're just trying to play the fast food game. They're just trying to do things for views, clicks, likes. And to me, the product gets diluted when you do that. It gets watered down. So, you just got to just figure it out. Like, hey, it might take me longer to get to a Mr. Beast level, but as long as I know I'm true to myself and what I represent is authentically me, then that's all that truly matters. The people who really rock with it are going to be the ones who rock with it. And there's more longevity in it.
Because how I look at it is like this. Well, as much as we say it's ruining YouTube, if there wasn't an audience for that type of content, they wouldn't be getting views. But obviously there is some sort of audience that wants to see that type of stuff, which is fine, because I'm not the content police. But you know who I am tired of? And this is no hate to the people reacting to my videos or anybody else. This is no hate to y'all. But you reaction niggas, man. Y'all expect people to just connect, love, and support y'all. And all y'all do is say random lines and watch somebody else's hard work. With a shitty webcam, by the way. No editing, no life-changing points, no value whatsoever. Like, it just seems lazy. Like, don't get me wrong, bro. It is content. It's content. But when you're not known for nothing, it's like, why should I like or watch you? And you don't even...
He's talking to the people out here who make reaction videos, aka me. You shouldn't have a problem with that. It gets your channel more exposed, doesn't it? Why should it matter? As long as, we all have a voice and opinion to this YouTube space. If we want to react to something, why not react to it? Why you have to downplay somebody else's channel off of the simple fact that, they're trying to make a come up for themselves, so they should do YouTube in a way that they should just do whatever they want to do. That's crazy. That's crazy. Like, are you not reacting to somebody else's channel by this video? The lost art of being a YouTuber? I'm pretty sure there was a YouTuber who made some, who really started your initial idea of making this video. So it just doesn't make any sense. It's called a reaction video for a reason. A reaction channel for a reason. You're giving your authentic reaction on somebody else's content. Like, what are you talking about?
Even put effort towards your videos. There's no editing. I went off on a little tangent right there. But the lost art of being a YouTuber
And not having editing catered to the way that you think is appropriate for editing, like that goes back to the idea of being authentic and being different. Maybe you don't have to edit your videos in the same format as somebody else would edit it. Hell, you might be the first nigga who make a reaction channel who has no editing. Okay, that sets you apart from millions of other niggas that's already doing it. So it's like, come on, everything is essentially monkey see, monkey do, bro. You're on YouTube. You're doing exactly what all 37 million other YouTubers are doing, which is being on a platform that's already oversaturated. Everything you do, there's going to be a market for it that's going to be saturated. But nobody's going to call you out for being a YouTuber. So I don't think talking about somebody who's giving a reaction is like, it's like, how is that looked at as a bad thing? I don't know what would be good with these crab in a barrel like channels. Like, I don't know.
YouTuber is the lost art of genuinity, which can be related to society. The thing about YouTube is it used to make you feel something. And I'm not saying it doesn't do that anymore, but it definitely got a lot more difficult because you used to get a certain feeling when you used to open the YouTube app and you saw on your homepage that your favorite creators posted a video. And you know that video wasn't just a commentary styled video about drama, or you know it wasn't just a lazy reaction video, or you know it wasn't just a 20v1, or it wasn't just a Mr. Beast cut type of challenge video. You walked away feeling better, maybe even inspired to change your own life. But every video these days be feeling the exact same. When a video gets views, here's how YouTubers act these days. And I'm not saying YouTubers never used to act like this, but this is all YouTubers do these days. It just annoys me so much. It annoys me so much. When a video gets views, everybody gangbangs that video next. Title, thumbnail, same footage, same pictures, everything. And they gangbang it until the next trend comes. And it's getting really, really old. Nobody wants to take their time to find unique ways to connect with people anymore. Because commentary has videos where you can make a low effort Mr. Beast video or a low effort this situation video and get views. But I also want to say to all of y'all who think that that's a viable way to come up on YouTube, while in the initial you may get some, instant gratification and some instant views, those views won't last. Those viewers aren't there for you. The same as reactions. They're not there for you. They're there for the thing that you're reacting to, the thing you are talking about. So there is no longevity in it, by the way. But I think that's the main reason why all content creators are going.
There's longevity in whatever you do if people genuinely rock with you. Yeah, if you're treating it like a cash grab, if you're treating it like fast food and you're just trying to do things for clicks, likes, and views, yes, there isn't going to be no longevity for it. But if people genuinely mess with you and they rock with you, there's always somebody out there that can really support you for the long run. It may take longer. It might not come overnight. You might not gain a damn 10 million subs the next day. But if that's something that you want to do, then so what? So be it. Because at the end of the day, you're expressing your personality. That's the reason why people watch reaction videos. Or if they watch anybody's channel, it's really for them. So it's like we might as well just throw away all the prank channels, all the 20v1s, or like all the channels that's all saturated in the same manner as there is. Why watch Kai Cenat when I could watch Playboy Max? Why watch any of them? They're essentially doing the same shit. It's nothing informative. I mean, entertainment is entertainment, but the reason what separates you from saying, hey, I'd rather watch Playboy Max than such and such is all for the simple fact that you may connect with him more on a personal level. You may like his swag a little bit more. You might like the way he articulates himself. So I say do YouTube catering to how you would essentially do it. Using your brand, your authenticity. Don't do it all for the simple fact of how everybody else is doing it. Even if that's just editing your videos in the same manner, bro. Be different. It's no different with music. Some niggas go to the studio, they get the most polished music. Some niggas might do music and not even mix it. Look at what's his name? What's that nigga's name? Laser Dim. Bro was making music with Apple headphones on BandLab. Now imagine if he would have sat there and said, you know, I want to be like everybody else and go to Quad Studio in the middle of damn Manhattan, pay $80 an hour for a studio session. Would he be as popping? Or maybe there's an authentic formula that comes with just being yourself. Maybe there's a relatable factor in that. The same with having lower quality cameras. Not everybody has the most expensive cameras. So there's it's relatable. It's authentic. It's raw. It's unfiltered. It's not about have to dock everything up and make this shit all pretty. Make it all beautiful. Make it all look nice. You know? But niggas don't have creativity when it comes to that. People just try to monkey see, monkey do. And that's the reason why we get to the point of why there's a lost art. Because at the end of the day, it's art. Art is subjective. Art is not objective. Yeah, to a degree. But I say it's mainly subjective. You say tomato, I say tomato. So, keyword, art.
Twitch and all these live streaming platforms. And the viewers are following them because people literally just want to feel something in this numb world. They just want to connect with a person, not a Mr. Beast situation. They want to connect with somebody in their art again. And most of these YouTubers...
Well, he just said basically what I said, so...
They just aren't doing that these days. And the ones who can do that, well, they barely even post. But ultimately, the reason why YouTubers can't connect with others is because they've lost that inner connection with themselves. They're making things for a robot, a number, instead of what's in their heart and for the people. I've even battled with that while making this video. The first version of this video was going to be on some Sunny V2 things like Mr. Beast uploaded saying Logan Paul 100,000 times on August 19th. But that's because I know videos like that get views. But they don't come from your heart. They come from the idea of somebody else's pockets. So when more people can gain the confidence and courage to start speaking up again from their hearts, start connecting with themselves and, you know, walking more in their truths, especially the big creators, since they're the main money makers, YouTube has no choice but to listen to them. Even if it's not always advertiser friendly or popular, then we as a whole can change the platform back to a tube or channel for you and me. And that is the lost art of being a YouTuber. Instagram.
I mean, there's no lies detected. That is the lost art. Point A, be authentically yourself. Speak your truth, your beliefs, and put it out to the world. And if people want to connect with that, that's on them. If they don't, that's on them. Or you can go route B and just do whatever everybody else is doing. Saying the same shit that everybody else is saying. You know, because we live in a world where there's nobody who wants to be different. Nobody dares to be different. Nobody wants to authentically be themselves and represent, be a voice of reason. So that's the point. There you have it. The lost art of being a YouTuber. But that's not just about YouTuber. That's with everything. That's corporate America. So he's absolutely right. Shout out to Alex Virgo. Go give his content a view, man. He definitely makes some interesting content. And that's why I react to it, because he's one of the most authentic channels I see on this platform, and I rock with it. So y'all go make sure y'all go check his content out. Go give him a like, go give him a follow, go subscribe, all the good things. But yeah, we just wrapped up this video. Damn, I can't even talk. The lost art of being a YouTuber. Is it a lost art? Is it getting any better, or is it getting any worse? I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all hit that like button, hit that comment button. Y'all subscribe. I said comment button, but subscribe. Do what you need to do, the good people. Just do whatever it is that you need to do, the good people. I love y'all. I just want to give all praises to the Most High God and my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Yes, my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And we're going to be reacting to some more videos later on. I might do it later on or tomorrow. I don't know. Who knows? We'll see how it goes. It's a beautiful Sunday. So, with that being said, you just tuned in with another video with Turn Me Up Tony. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.